Hello, and welcome everyone to Ujokes. Sorry to interrupt your previously scheduled programming of flipping through Facebook to be depressed and or looking on YouTube at the same cat videos over and over again, because it's time for some joke making. It is Ujokes. I'm your host, Jonathan Mangum. Thanks you all for being here today. It is a Tuesday, I think. I don't know. Do you? No. This is our 31st episode. Yay! We are officially... thanks for the applause there. We are officially the Baskin Robbins of internet entertainment, except our flavors are funnier. Yes, take that, Tiger Tail. So please do me a favor, follow, like, please share this so we can keep licking this hilarious cone. No, seriously though, if you see that little button over there on the Facebook that says share, please click the share. It really helps us out, helps more people see the program. And if you're on the YouTube, that subscribe button will really help us too. Every time you hit it, I decide to make the jokes 2% funnier. So think about that and the children. It's time for Ujokes. What is it? It's a live comedy game show where professional, funny people compete for the best joke. That's not all, because you can play too. See that little chat area in the Facebook and the YouTube? Yes, you do. Type in your own joke right there. Our producer, Josh, will go in there. He'll pick out a good one to go up against the pros. And then you, the audience, you get to decide the winner, because audience participation is our most popular flavor. I want to say hi to some people that I see here waiting. Shiana, hey, what's up? Todd Frost, hello. Martin Jones. I see my mom, Barbara. Hey, mom. Cheryl Martino, Bob Kazupski, welcome to the show. Kevin Westman. I see my wife. Hey, honey. She's downstairs, and yet I still see her. Andrew Pond, thank you for watching from Vermont. Colleen McAleer. We also have our fine folks from Canada in here. We have Sera Ray from DC. Shabom Tiger. I love your name. Thanks for joining us on the show. Rick Galloway. We are going to have some fun today, folks. I just know it. And with these two people, it's going to be super fun. They're both awesomely hilarious. Please welcome to the show, Danny Woodburn and Clare Sera.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey, guys. How are you? Welcome to the show.
So happy to be here.
Yeah, so I've worked with both of you, and you're both such a pleasure. Danny, people probably recognize you from a lot of your TV appearances, from Seinfeld, of course, that great character. But I work with you on a movie called Monkey Up, which was a kids movie with a talking monkey.
I'm surprised you didn't use a photo from that film to put up to represent me at some point.
That's right.
Monkey on my head, something like that.
But we had a great time, and we went up there with my kids, and you did this bit that my kids will never forget. They loved it so much, where they were young, like 10 years old and 8, and whatever they had in their hands, you would run up and just take it from their hands, and you just keep repeating, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. And they repeated that for years. It would do their Danny impression. So you made an impression from stealing from children.
The kids, I think they're mistaking me for the monkey at this point. I have a feeling... I don't know if I believe this story.
Steve Phillips, Dustin checks and eat your heart out. Dustin checks. Oh, yeah.
Dunstan checks in. That's it.
Yes, Dustin checks in.
That's the reference.
What have you been up to, Danny?
Oh, same as always, about 4 foot. I just finished producing and directing and hosting a project to celebrate the anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. It's called 8830 Lead On Celebration of Disability Arts, Culture, Education, and Pride. And we just featured on PBS NewsHour last night.
Great.
So that was a great bump and a shout out from, those PBS people. They've got some smarts going on. So they must know that it was a good show. It can be found on a Facebook page, which is 8830 Lead On or Lead On 88. One of those two. You'll find it.
Keep typing them in.
Go to my page, and then you'll find it from there if you want to see it. 2 hours and 15 minutes of entertainment and speakers, and all talking about the Americans with Disabilities Act and performers, actors, comedians, everything. It's like a variety show.
Very cool, man. That's awesome. Please go check that out if you're watching. And thanks for being here, man. It's so great to see your face again.
For having me.
And Clare, Clare has been my friend for, 58 years going on now?
58 years and a half. And a half is the best.
Oh, wasn't it? Clare, I met at the SAC Theater in Orlando, Florida. When Wayne Brady and I started doing improv together, Claire was there, and you basically were one of our first teachers. You taught us the improvs, Claire.
That's right. Get it right, Jonathan. I'm watching.
Oh, wait, 58 years ago? 58 years ago? What are you, vampires? Out of
58 improv years, Danny.
Improv years. We were in an improv group together called the House Full of Honkies when that whole group, including Wayne, moved out to LA. And then one day you said, I'm going to stop improvising and I'm going to write screenplays.
Yes, that day was called menopause.
Well, it worked because you co-wrote Smallfoot, you co-wrote Blended, the Adam Sandler movie, and then there's lots of other movies I know in projects that they're going on now. And one thing that's really awesome is Right Girl, which you've been working on. Tell everybody about that.
Right Girl. Actually, it is a great program. It pairs at-risk girls in Los Angeles with professional women writers. And we meet up, and we professional women writers steal the ideas from these 13 to 17-year-old girls and turn them into pilots and movies. And that's how a career gets made in Hollywood.
That's how it happens. Where can people go look it up and find out more about your organization?
It's at rightgirl.org.
Right.
And it really is a fantastic organization. So please do look it up.
I like how you knew exactly where to go, and Danny did not know where to go.
The theme of the show seems to be stealing from children today.
That's right. Yes.
Well, speaking of the show, let's get on with some Ujokes. I see Darren, Austin, Melissa, Postmaster Radio, Eric Garbus, Kevin Westman. Let's play. Our first game is called Supervillain. I'm going to show you a picture of a supervillain, and you tell me what is his name. What is his name? And here we go. Bam. This is crazy. You know this guy's guilty because his fingerprints are everywhere. If you know what this guy's name is, please type it in now to the Facebook or the YouTube chat. What is this super villain's name? Type it in now. We'll start off with Claire. Claire, starting off with you. What is the name of this super villain?
I actually wrote this supervillain in my first movie.
Oh.
Yeah. So I know him. That is Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber.
Yeah. And he has a motto, which is, where does he keep his sleeveys? Up his 5 armies.
Yes. I like it. Danny Woodburn, it is your turn, sir. What is the name of this supervillain?
Yes, this is, and this is a hyphenate, Handsome Jack Palmer. Handsome Jack is inventor of the Mega Bitch Slap and the High 25. He has the ability to hitchhike in 5 different directions. And he's angry. You know, all villains have that story where they're angry about something. So
yes. He
was a street performer, and it was a lousy job. He was a one-man audience for a one-man band. And he's really upset because he was born a lefty. And if you look, no left hands.
No, oh my gosh.
Just
wow.
a tragedy. Just a tragedy.
Danny, you squeezed 48 jokes into one challenge. That is impressive.
I had one for each finger.
I like the Mega Bitch Slap. Josh, pull one out for the audience. What's the name of this supervillain? Shabone Tiger, the Hanker Thief. The Hanker Thief.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. All 3. Wow, this is a good start. And now it's voting time. We'll go backwards alphabetically. If you think Danny won that round, type in D now. If you think Claire won that round, type in C. If you think the audience won that round, type in A. A for audience, C for Claire, D for Danny. If you think, what would be a B? If you think Beyonce would have won, type in B. So it's either D, C, B, or A. Type it in now. This is not an official count. Josh is just going to do an eyeball to come up with who he thinks the winner is. Just the first round. And a handball, as Claire would call it. Josh.
Well, there were no handball jokes. No handball jokes.
The winner is. And Danny won that round.
Oh, man, I quit.
I overwrote Claire. It just comes down to that. I overwrote. There's bound to be one good one in the 5, right?
Maybe instead of a joke, Claire, I'll let you write a screenplay based on the picture, and then we'll read that.
Okay.
Then
Would
you
you
will
read
win.
my screenplay?
What's your elevator pitch for that guy, Claire? That's the question.
Moving on to our next game. Danny is leading by 1. The next game is called What's This a Commercial For? What's this a commercial for? I'm going to show you a picture and you tell me what it is a commercial for. Here we go. Bam. Oh, my. What is this a commercial for? Go ahead and type it now into the Facebook or the YouTube chat. You got to watch out now because Danny and Claire are coming with multiple answers. So work hard, folks.
This is a tough one. I have to admit it was
It's a tough one. We're going to start off with Danny this time. Danny, what is this a commercial for?
Okay, so it's more of a fundraising ad for a Florida-based nonprofit company to raise awareness of driving while drunk during a spring break hurricane. The organization is called Mayday, Mothers Against Yokels Driving and Yelling.
Excellent. Good stuff. Claire, what's this a commercial for?
Oh, this is a commercial for the new social distance approved Princess Cruise Lines. They have a watercraft that they have created by IKEA called the Vanderpumpen or You're Sinking. So.
Vanderpumpen or You're Sinking. I like it. I like it. Go to the audience here. Josh, what do we got for the audience? This is a commercial for, from Darren D, the subnautical Russian commercial logistics Uber. Nice.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
And probably realistic. I thought it was kind of like a commercial for the Waterworld sequel, Waterworld 2 with Jean-Claude Van Damme. But we're going to vote
acronym,
now.
Though? The subnautical, was it an acronym?
Huh?
Was it an acronym? His name for it?
Was it?
Snurbrub?
I don't think it was an acronym. Pull it up, Josh. Do you have that answer again? What would the acronym be?
We make it an acronym?
We'll force it into force an acronym. Oh, you can't find it because it scrolls backwards. But Josh is looking to see do you think Danny won that round? Type in D. Do you think Claire won that round? Type in C. Do you think the audience won? Type in A. And do you think Joe Biden would have won? Type in B. So is it B for Biden, C for Claire, D for Danny, A for audience, or B for Joe Biden if he would have had one? I don't know.
Jonathan, I think we all missed your joke, which was this is what happens when the Jean-Claude Van Damme breaks.
Oh, thank you for giving me credit for the joke that you just added to your pile.
That's my whole career.
Josh, you won that round. Claire won the round. Claire won the round.
Woo!
It is close, you guys. Danny, you got one. Claire, you got one. Audience, you're trailing.
Pressure's on.
Pressure is on. These people watching are coming for your jobs, you guys. But so far, you are in the lead. Let's look at our next game, which is called What's It Mean? What's it mean? I'm going to show you a made-up word, and you tell me what you think the definition is. And the word is glorpsis. 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 Type it in now, what you think it means, into the Facebook chat or the YouTube chat or the Twitch chat if you're watching on Twitch. Glorpsis, what does it mean? We'll start with Claire. We started with Danny last round. So, Claire, you are up. Glorpsis.
Glorpsis is an onomatopoeia, Jonathan.
Oh.
It is actually the sucking sound that is 2020.
Oh, yes. The sucking sound that is 2020. Glorpsis. Oh, Danny, glorpsis.
Yes, I agree with Claire. It is onomatopoeia. That is the origin. But it goes back. It's for when a high school aged boy has spent way too long in the bathroom and his sister bangs on the door. The result is the sound that the startled young man makes, and it goes, glorpsis.
Those are so true. Yes, that is correct.
They are so true.
That's like my own teenage son is blushing. I know not why. Let's go to the audience.
He knows a glorpsis. That's why.
Yeah. Ryan Muck, an infection of the lower chicken neck.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, that poor chicken's got a glorpus.
Your audience is hilarious, John.
They actually are. There are some funny people in here. And it's time to vote, funny people. D for Danny, C for Claire, A for audience, and B for the Bhagavad Gita. If you think the Bhagavad Gita is funnier, you answers type in B. D,
What's the Bhagavad
Danny,
Gita?
the Bhagavad Gita. It's a book, isn't it? Is it a Buddhist book? I don't even know. It's some.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Mangum. Your last name, Mangum. That was a failed condom company, wasn't it?
Yes, it was failed, mostly because of the glorpsises that happened in the office. Josh, eyeball those votes and tell us who won that round. Danny won the round.
Yes, truly.
That's right. The check is in the mail, audience.
All right, Danny's got 2. Claire, you got 1. Audience, come on, guys. You guys are funny. Let's see what we can do. Get some points on the board. Our next game is called Bumblebrag. Bumblebrag. I'm going to show you someone's photo, and you tell me what is the headline of their dating profile. What is the headline of their dating profile? Here we go. Bam. What is her dating profile going to say? You know, I feel bad. She seems like a sweet lady, but it is very lady cosplay here. Very lazy cosplay. Type in your joke into the Facebook or the YouTube chat. And we started with Claire last round, so we're going to start off with Danny. Danny, sir, what is her...
I may have overwritten this. I think I gave sort of a whole profile, but
go for it.
This is Joni. She likes bubblegum ice cream, and she wears her virginity on her sleeve because that's the only place it exists. She's looking for a man that can fulfill her fantasies, and that is beheading a unicorn and drinking its blood.
Wow. That is some serious dating profile.
Swipe left. That's all I can say is swipe left.
Did you date her? I think you did. Claire, what does her dating profile say?
This is not that fair because this actually is literally my old dating profile.
Oh.
Yeah, from 58 years ago. So it reads, lick my lips and cuddle my unicorn. I'm a quirk bomb. Fun fact, I'm 9 months pregnant behind this.
Nice. Oh, comedy and truthism with the pregnancy. I love it. Audience.
By a glorpsis.
Oh no, is that how she? Oh geez, that's I'm afraid now. Audience, Josh, pull one out of the audience here to go up against these pros. Maybe the audience, Maurice M. Gray Jr. I'm ready to play My Little Boney with you.
Oh,
yeah. Right. My Little Boney.
Very nice.
I'm blushing because it's scaring me so much. Type in now who you think won that round. Was it D, Danny, C, Claire, A for the audience, and B for Barnes? If you think Barnes, that the general buildings that are Barnes should win. That's all I could think of. I'm sorry. It's Tuesday. A, B, C, or D. Type it in now. Josh, who won that round? The winner is the audience. Oh, yes.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Catching up here. So, Danny, you got 2. Claire 1. Audience 1. We're moving into a little thing that we call Last Show's Best. Last Show's Best. Here's what this is. Most people don't watch this live. They watch it after the fact. We want those people to still have a chance to type in their joke. So if you're watching this later on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, go ahead and still type in your joke. We go back and we read all the jokes. We pull out the best one, and we ask that person to come on the next show to play in the final round of play. So please welcome last week's best audience joke. It's Ben Pack. Hey, Ben. Hi. Ben, where are you right now?
Oh, I'm from a little town called North Baltimore, Ohio. We're about 30 miles south of Toledo, Northwest Ohio.
Well, what do you do up there?
I'm an instrumental music teacher at North Baltimore local schools. So I teach band, and then I co-advise the drama club and improv troupe.
And how long have you had the cleft shoulder?
There we go.
You're a little meta, Ben. You're a little meta, I think.
Well, Ben, thank you for playing. We're excited to have you here. Let's show you. Last show, we played a game called Name the Movie, I think it was. And you called it The Global Hendemic. The Global Hendemic.
Nice.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Thank you.
So you get to play in the final round of play. Do I understand that you are now teaching improv at your school there?
We started an improv troupe about 4 years ago. We had some very, very talented kids that, sometimes we just played before football games. And so we could probably really have some fun with this. So I think it was 2016. We put together our first show, and we've had a couple shows a year since then.
Very cool. Very cool. Amy Kahn, he's in trouble now. Nice, Amy.
Nice.
All right. We're going to play our final round of play, and Ben, you get to play. So here we go. It's called Show of Bands. Show of Bands. I'm going to show you an album cover, and you tell me what is the name of the band that came out with said album. And here it is. Right there. What is the name of the band that came up with this album? They say you are what you eat, and this guy has eaten a lot of polo shirts. Type in your answer right now to the Facebook chat or the YouTube chat. Type it in, Facebook or YouTube. And good luck on this final round of play. Again, it's Danny with 2, Claire with 1, audience with 1, and Ben just joining us. So we're going to start off with you, Ben. Ben, what is the name of the band that came up with this album?
Well, we actually played one of their charts during marching band a couple of years ago. It's John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh, yes. And there's nothing different than the actual real guy except for the way you pronounce it. Am I right?
Exactly. It's maybe spelled differently too, but it works.
John Cougar Mellencamp. Good answer, sir. Moving up the line, Claire, what's the name of the band?
Yeah, I was been thinking about their reiteration after that. They were called Blind Melon Crotch, featuring Saturn Devours His Child.
And you left out the part where he's secretly 9 months pregnant under there. Good answer. Coming up to you, Danny. Danny, what's the name of the band?
I have to give it over to Ben. He went first, and I had named him also John Kooky Mellencamp, who's a cover artist, but just does parody songs of John Mellencamp. That was my deal. Ben, I give it over to you, my friend. Well played, sir.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
Great minds think alike. That's all.
This has never happened in the history of Ujokes.
Right?
You are giving the credit to Ben if he wins. So a vote for Danny will also be a vote for Ben. We're going to go to the audience now. Pulling out one from the audience here. Josh, what you got from our fine folks in the audience? Looks like Cheryl Martino, Melon Rind Lovers. Melon Rind Lovers. All right, now it's time to vote. Will it be D, Danny Woodburn? Will it be C, Claire? Will it be B, Ben? Oh, they're all in order now. D, C, B for Ben, or A for the audience. Vote now. While you are voting, I will tell you to please follow, like, and share. The like button right there on YouTube or the subscribe button really makes a difference. Or follow and like in the Facebook, wherever you're watching. It really helps us out. So please do that. If you're not watching live, come back and play for our next episode, which will be Friday, July 31st at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern for our next episode of Ujokes. So everyone has typed in their answer. Let's see, Josh, who won the final round of play and Ujokes? Ben! Yay! You swiped it and stole Danny's joke for the win.
Well played, Ben. Gordy Lightfoot? Is it Gordy Lightfoot?
I want to thank everyone for watching the show. Thank you for joining us for now 31 episodes of this show. Thank you, Ben, for playing along and winning and getting to appear. And Danny, it's so great to see you again. And I'm glad you're doing well. Claire, we'll talk. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.